Hey folks, today I'm running up to Lake Marburg. Gonna catch some, hopefully catch some pre-spawn largemouth. I don't have that long to be out there, and I actually got a late start. It's almost 9 a.m. and I got to be back home by 2:30. I wanted to get this trip in. Just because I know tomorrow it's going to storm, and I don't know, the timing's right. Like, they should be moving into those spots where they stage to spawn. I don't think they're about to spawn. I know our southern states, we got fish, you know, 1 or 2 states south of us that are spawning. Pennsylvania, not quite yet. But for the reason that I only have a few hours to get out there, I'm going to show you my throw and go rig. You know, it's a inflatable kayak. You've seen it in my other videos, but I'm also going to go through all of my, basically my tackle setup, so that I'm grabbing 1 or 2 things, and then, you know, I'll have 4 or 5 rods. But it's a setup that allows me to just take what's going to end up being like 3.5, maybe 4 hours on the water, and be quick in, quick out. So I'll be there in a few minutes, and I'll show you my setup. All right, so the focus at the launch should always be to do it in as few trips as possible. Obviously, those of you that use ramps can do that, you know, at a ramp and just back your boat in, and it's one shot and you're done. I use a lot of creative access points where, you know, you're not getting a ramp, or you're not getting a trailer down through that. So, and it actually gets me closer to where I want to fish. But I did it in, well, 4 trips, including the boat. Brought the boat down first. Nice lightweight, you know, 1 shot, didn't have to drag it, just easy, you know. Nice to have a lightweight throw and go boat to, you know, to carry in, to drag in, however you're going to get it in there. This NRS CUDA 126 is for sure a nice way to do it. The second trip was all about the motor. You know, I carry the 915 watt hour battery in one hand and the motor in the other. And I know this extra trip is going to save me a lot of time once I get out on the water and I go wherever it is I'm going to go. This setup saves me time when I don't have that much time to fish, for sure. The next trip was really all my tackle and some loose items. I like to carry as much as I can in the net itself, the leverage landing net. All these different loose items, this bag of soft plastics, you know, the bogey grip and my line, and some of my camera mounts, and some snacks for later. Come on now. It's not bad luck, it's good nutrition. Honestly, like, the whole banana thing is ridiculous. I caught my biggest smallmouth ever in a day where I put that fish on a bump board and uploaded it to a tournament, and, you know, I had banana peels everywhere. So don't talk to me about bananas. I just need a snack while I'm out there. Anyhow, got a couple snacks. All of that came in that one. Yeah, I just stuffed everything in the net itself, including these Lakewood, we call them billfolds, that have all my soft plastics. I got 2 of those. I'm gonna move my snacks aside. And, you know, on the other hand, I had this Lakewood Sidekick Mini. I do actually have a crankbait that I picked up at All Tackle down in Annapolis. That deep diver. I think that's a Strike King one. I actually peeled all the eyes off of it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one on there. Something that I do is in transport, I use these little clips here. Instead of having the treble hooks, it's kind of like a little, it's got that little clip like a drop shot. It attaches to the end of the line. It's much better than having a crankbait back here on the line keeper that is gonna have these treble hooks that just catch on everything, waste your time at the put in and take out. So that's a good product to check out, and stock a couple of them for all your treble hook rods. You know, keep the treble hooks. I'm gonna put that one there, but they're all in the you know, the Sidekick Mini. So that's the one I did well on the Susquehanna last time. Obviously I got two boxes side by side here. This one with all the smaller terminal tackle, different kind of jig heads. I already got one of these rigged up for the scented jerk shad on one of the rods. Underspins, you know, smaller tungsten bullet weights and the clacker discs in there. A little bit of everything. Always got some trout magnets just in case. So that's one box. I've actually condensed my jig box, which is the other one, with the punch rig. So this is just jig and punch rig. Obviously you got, you know, a bunch of these skirted. I just tied these up. Got these skirted punch weights. I put the skirts on, but I got, you know, they got a collar on there that you can tie your own from a website called Joyfish. You get all kind of tungsten from them. Got green and black, and you know, some of the flipping hooks and all the other stuff. The bobber stops for not having that weight slide up, and then I do obviously have some of my, you know, hair and silicone and round rubber little finesse jigs in there. So, you know, between that and the soft plastics, the Z-Man stuff in the Lakeside or Lakewood Sidekick Mini and billfold, I got all the tackle I need. Beyond that, I think the next trip I brought the paddle and rods and like some of my camera stuff. So, you know, the whole point of it is that you get in and out quick, as few trips as possible. Think through it. Next time you're at your creative access points, how can I do this in as few trips as possible? I will tell you the quickest in and out that I've ever had was back when I owned a Wilderness Systems Commander 140. One shot, because you could throw everything in that and just drag it in. I miss that boat for sure. Great throw and go setup. But I'm happy in this one today. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have like 3 hours total. Let's see what I can find in 3 hours here on Lake Marburg. I did just get one to pop the crankbait. Didn't eat it though. Like, it was definitely, I feel like it was being messed with, but not eaten. Maybe I'm going too fast with it. I'll try slowing it down. But it was definitely a, you know, something a little more crisp than just that deep diving square bill hitting bottom. So I'm more or less just letting the wind blow me down this bank. It's a nice rocky shoreline with a quick drop off, and I'm hoping these fish are in that crease between where this stops getting deeper and where it flattens out. Alright, got someone on here. That's a good fish. That's a nice fish. Get up here. Get up here. Stay hooked. Stay bubbling. Alright, let's see what we got here. You can see he's hooked on the outside. He was messing with it, but it was real tentative, like that first hit that I got. Yeah, that's on the outside. So, good start. At least I know they're going to eat some cranks. We'll get a quick measurement on this guy. Get him back in. And I will remember this little notch in the bank where he was sitting, so I can get him on the return trip. He's a 19-incher. Good start. I think this crankbait may get down like 8 to 11 feet. Actually didn't save the packaging to really know that. I'm getting a little extra though, getting my rod tip down in there. I'm in really deep water here, so real steep drop off. Use the full length of that rod. That's a large one. I'll loosen up on. What I got? It's a bass. It's a big one. I snagged a damn carp. I wanted that to be a bass. I snagged the carp in the bag. Darn it. The fishing I'm doing. Unhooked here. You gonna behave for me? I'll get you out of this. It's part of the issue with moving from boat to boat to boat. I don't always have tools on the boat that I need. I gotta get some pliers on this one because, man, I got him hooked up pretty good. I did have these tiny little pliers for changing treble hooks. But all right, say goodbye, Mr. Bugle Mouth. See ya. Oh, shit, he was on and off. Dang. I did. I loosened drag on that carp and then I didn't have the... I screwed that up. Well, I'm about out of time. I'll tell you, there's a whole lot of things that keep us from fishing on a regular basis. Obviously we gotta work and we gotta sleep and we gotta eat sometimes. With family, but the excuse of I only have 3, maybe 4 hours to fish should not be one of those things that keeps us from from getting out here. I've ended with just that one 19-incher, and obviously that snagged carp, but I got a bead on some spots that are in a pattern that I think had I had, say, the first 4 hours or first 3.5 hours of the day as opposed to some in the middle or 3.5 hours at the end of the day, man, I think this crankbait is the deal. I mean, it's the first time I used it, so I am happy with the Strike King Deep Diver Square Bill. I really bought it to fish on the river, but I thought it made sense to throw it here, and worked out for one good one. Anyhow, be good to yourself. Find time, even if it's just a couple hours. Go fishing. Don't make the excuse. Don't let life good